Welcome to our fourth live match of four today from the Swatch World Tour. It's beach volleyball. We're back in Canada. This is Quebec. Hello and good evening. USA versus Brazil, men's semi-final number 2, the fourth of four matches we're offering you today from the Quebec Open 2011. It's the debut event here in the Francophone region of Canada, and we're back here after 4 years absent, and we've been back to beautiful weather. 24 degrees at night, can't get much better than that. The wind has dropped right off. We have perfect conditions with the light shining down, a full stadium for this USA versus Brazil, a classic of beach volleyball. Well, no USA men's team has ever won an FIVB event in Canada. No one had even got to the final until about 15 minutes ago when Matt Fjordbringer and Nick Lucena managed that. But who better than the Olympic champions to try and force their way past the old enemy Brazil, who, by the way, have the bragging rights with 6 out of 7 tournaments won here in this very country. Bill Dalhausser and Todd Rogers, gold winners in Beijing 2008. Not been on top form the last 2 weeks. They've been there or thereabout due to the quality of their team. But of course, Phil carrying an injury, hoping to get over it very soon. It's a very, very good evening to Moises Nelton Santos, 27 years of age, 1m95, and part of a new team that's playing for the very first time in international beach volleyball. And although he doesn't want to say hello to us for some reason, Lvaro Filho is just 20 years of age, was in excellent form, took silver in Alanya a couple of years ago at the Junior World Championship with his former partner. He's now playing with the big boys and refereeing those big boys. In charge today, it's a man from Puerto Rico. He's had plenty of appointment this week. Hello to Pedro Garcia. Make sure his cards are in the right place, hopefully won't have to use them. And from France it's bonsoir to Christian Deschamps. So the referee's ready, the crowd in position. This time last night, Rogers and Dalhausser really gave them their entertainment fix for the day. It was all of the matches they could have seen rolled into one. A 3-set humdinger with Gibb and Rosenthal, who have since been beaten in the first semi-final. They'll be hoping that they won't have to meet them again tomorrow in the bronze medal match, because they want to be in the gold. Todd Rogers and Phil Dalhausser, last week forced to settle for playing for that bronze in Moscow. Here they are in Canada, and we're about to see them introduced to the crowd. The man from Santa Barbara, California, now 37 years of age, the man they call the Professor. It is Todd Rogers, the former world and current Olympic champion. Listen to the reception they're given. Heroes of the modern game. Another FIVB hero was born in Switzerland, believe it or not. But he's an All-American. Philip Dalhausser. Big Phil, the top blocker on the world. Nobody can live with him on his day. He's been carrying an ankle injury for the best part of 2 months now. Last week, starting to get back to his best. Tonight, he'll be looking to show that top form again. Well, this team excited the crowd today. Really had them behind them in their quarter-final match in the losers bracket. And look how pumped they are. First tournament together, they get to the semi-finals. They're up against the Olympic champs. What can they do? I can tell you they have more than enough faith in their own ability. Santos, a very confident man. Well, he's been hiding himself ever since we came on air. That time he has to reveal himself though now. Lvaro Filho did not want to be surrounded by the atmosphere. Finally time to throw himself into it. This is the biggest match of his short career so far. I'm not sure how many times he's played under the lights or in front of such a big crowd. You'll have seen crowds on the Brazilian domestic tour. They have supporters here, and they'll be looking to do them proud. So, quick change of sides. USA won the toss. They will receive. They'll have a look at the serve of lvaro Filho. South America have exclusive bragging rights over Canadian men's event. Argentina took the first gold in '98. Brazil winning on each of the last 6 occasions in this country. To do and continue that run, they must win the semi here today against the Olympic champions. Alvaro it is, left-handed, in towards Rogers. His set. Oh, what a way to start! Well, Santos isn't a bad name to have for a blocker. Those of you who follow beach volleyball will know all about Ricardo Santos, one of the greats of the game, who's still looking to go for Olympic gold next year. Santos Jr. with a great start. Rogers off the chicken wing from Alvaro. Brilliant bit of defending. Chance for him to finish it off, and he does. Well, well, well. All the nerves, all the covering himself up. He's thrust onto the scene straight away, and the crowd are loving it. Look at that defending. Up high, had to adjust his position, the set out wide. But what a finish. Great start. Brilliant serving, straight back, chance to finish again. He'll set it up for Santos, there's the roll, 3-0. Well, the US don't know what's hit them here. There's a big factor into playing into the unknown. It's the first time they've ever met. Of course, certainly by virtue of the fact that it's the first event that the Brazilians have ever played together. 2 cross-court blocks called. Santos away, big powerful left-arm serve, a little too powerful and lacking the trajectory this time. He's just 20 years of age, is Alvaro. So he's still got a bit of growing and filling out to do as well. Side out brings Rogers to serve. Set up from Alvaro. Santos will look to hit. He got that one all wrong. It is Santos, former partner of Pedro Salgado at youth level. Bronze medal at the Worlds for them in 2004. Alvaro's down. Up again, looking to hit that. Well, this time went with the right hand. Change hands and look for the little roll. Trying to surprise the Americans. He's had everything left-handed so far. His ambidextrous qualities there. Check to hit left. Nice hit. Good comeback. Well, they got 3-0 up, lost that advantage and needed to just reassert themselves. Dalhausser had a sniff for these opening points. Exciting pairing for Brazil. Calling for each other to come for it there. Side up brings Dalhausser on the serve. We've had some stunning matches tonight. So far this showing signs that it could well live up, if not exceed, the ones we've seen. Dalhausser looking for that big dangerous jump serve as his. Santos hitting right through the ball. Brazilian fans amongst the crowd, straight to their feet. We saw the way he ran onto court, so confident in his own ability. They've beat some big teams this week, including their compatriots Thiago and Arley. Big block. Up against Rogers, peels off this time. Went cross court and Rogers landed the kill. Well, bold, exciting tactics from the Brazilians. Certainly not afraid of their opponents here. Very confident and assured. Push cross court. That's the one that's given the point to the USA off their serve. Hit cross court. Rogers needs to make this, and does do. So the Brazilians facing their first test in this match. Stakes with 3 points on the spin here, and they've opened up a 2-point lead. Timeout for the Brazilians, by the way, out of your picture. That's how Rogers cut away. So the USA advancing 3 teams to a men's Final Four for the first time since 1991. That was in Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil. St. John Smith and Randy Stoklos took gold. Tim Hovland, Kent Steps taking silver. And in 4th place came Mike Dodd and John Stevens. Brazil versus the USA. The classic of beach volleyball. The 2 dominant nations throughout the history of the game. USA claim they invented the sport in the California beaches. Brazil, such a big giant in the indoor game, with all the beaches in the world, transferred it successfully. And it's all about the crowd, attracting interest, and there is plenty of it in this part of the world. A wonderful festival of beach volleyball, and beach everything. There's a big beach party going down downtown tonight. Sand filling the main road. It is worth a trip. This event will, I'm told, take place next year, so if you want to get your flights booked. Rogers serves. Big high set in towards Santos, and there's the block. Dalhausser turning up. Still limps away. Left ankle still bandaged up. Lying nice and high. Drops short. Santos still the target. This time gets the better of his man, and it's a much needed point for Brazil. Finally they're able to side out.
Santos.
29th seeds, by the way, here today. They've done exceptionally well to get here, the Brazilians. Only 2 teams have managed it from that position all season. The Swiss team of Chevalier and Heyer in Prague to get to the Final Four. Back to within a point now. Point off serve for Santos, who'll try and float serve. Cross it towards Rogers. He hits and hits the air out of the ball. Straight down the middle. Extreme confidence from the professor. The US were really favourites for gold at the top seeds on both male and female sides of the draw. Not managed to advance a single team to the women's Final Four. 3 Brazilians and a Spanish team. They certainly made up for it in the men's. That's a nice roll. Alvaro's down well. Santos needs a good pass and he gets it. Crowd on their feet mid-rally here. And again, this time they can't get there. But heroic, dogged defending from Brazil. Even Rogers takes his hat off to them. Super stuff. Here we go. Left-handed. 20 years of age. Santos there to help out, then the reverse pass. That, though, was just too difficult. been a special entry into FIVB Swatch Tour volleyball. All this pairing for Brazil. And if they keep playing like this, I'm sure we'll be seeing them on many more an occasion very soon. Rogers showing his class. Just dropped in front of Santos, still the target of the serve here. Americans happy with what they're doing. It's blocked, but blocked out by Dalhausser. The last point before a technical timeout coming up here. Dalhausser won't be too angry with that. Psychological as well. Santos not able to force the ball behind him, despite the fact he got the point. He goes straight into the net, and it's the States' 3-point lead as the teams sit down at the halfway point in this first set. So they won't be too disappointed. Of course, we mentioned right at the start of this match, it's a bit of a journey into the unknown for any team playing this Brazilian team. Nobody's seen them play together, haven't even played together themselves apart from training. Given the opportunity here due to the fact that the big Brazilian teams have stayed in Europe. And the Mexican wave taking its place around the stadium. And what a spectacle it is too. So entertainment in the stands put to an end for now. United States back on the court. How do you screen? The wave's still going. Alvaro, up to Santos. Dalhausser looks for his finish again. Rogers needs a good pass. Ooh, well, it was close. Credit to Alvaro Filho. Young man with a wise head on his shoulders. Very talented player, as you can see. Off the head of Dalhausser. They just about made it. 2 points off, equaling the score. Rogers will hit. It's cross court, make sure it's on the line. Filho, second on the all-time Swatch World Tour team winnings list. Well over $1 million earned by them. That adds all the endorsements, of course, they get for being Olympic champions. Important, especially in the United States, that comes with winning gold medals. Third touch, has to go over, hovering high, putting the roof over it there was Santos. Big reach from him. He'd have backed Dalhausser any day there. Turns, hits, but it was judged magnificently. Rogers, cut shot down, there is Alvaro again making his position. Well, this young man, despite not making the dig there, is impressing. Professor calculating it to perfection. Can the thin beast Phil Dalhausser do? Big serve. Taken down well by Santos. Dalhausser blocked. 15-11 now. And this is going the way of the United States as we speak. Well, not the way to follow it up from Big Phil. Still far from his best at the minute. Has been played just before the World Championships. He pulled up this left ankle injury. The force of his serve there does tend to send them, even when he's at his peak, into the net every so often. That is Alvaro Filho sends one long. American team played 2-3 set match in the last 2 rounds, beat Ali and Thiago by 15-11 in the third, 58 minutes. It was an hour long, the match against Gibbon Rosenthal last night. As Dalhausser climbs high again. Santos is beaten 17-12. Olympic chants starting to assert their authority. Phil says he's going to block line on both counts. Let's see. It's difficult to block line. Rogers points to himself and says, well, the serve was in the wrong place anyway, I'm sorry. Won't matter too much. They have got a 4-point cushion here. Rogers. Now Hauser. Professor looks to roll it. Bit of force in the end, it was easy. Maybe they're looking for what would be their 20th gold medal in international beach volleyball here. 6 silver, 7 bronze, just 2 Final Fours without anything to take home. Dalhausser goes long. Again, just 3 points away from securing the first set here. Santos and Alvaro, though, they have not been outplayed. They've certainly, at the start of this match, imposed themselves. A lot to learn, though, from playing against this experienced team. Alvaro again goes long. Well, it's catching on here. Si vous avez atteint une certaine puissance, vous pourrez assez beaucoup votre ballon pour les effets descendants. 13 this week, this American team's played up against. Also beat Oscar and Bruno. So Bruno, Oscar and Joao Maciel on me. As the ball goes into the net, it is set point for Rogers Dalhausser. They've crumbled quite quickly in the second half of the second set. They want to get back on it for set 2. Just about goes long. Phil and Todd asking for another look at it. Finally relaxing a bit into the game, I would have feel you. Would have a laugh with what he might have been in awe of not long ago. Obviously said something funny to Todd. Santos, big high ball toss in the end, it's just a roll over. Rogers, and there is set 1 in favour of the Olympic champions. But a job well done. It's been more methodical and workmanlike than anything from Rogers and Dalhausser. 2 or 3 very good blocks from Big Phil. Rogers as steady as ever. 21-15 at the end of the first set in this second semi-final. Well, we've been entertained by these two men. Santos, 27 years of age. We've seen him on and off with different partners, not really getting past the qualifications too much. It's his first Final Four. It is Alvaro's first FIVB event. And it's their first event as a team together, obviously. Final Four, looking a little more relaxed and hoping to try and spring the supplies in the set 2. Well, they missed out on the final in Moscow. losing to Switzerland in the semi-finals. It's the view at this magnificent centre court in Quebec City. Locals really have poured into this with plenty of passion for beach volleyball. Nantes is doing a great job keeping the crowd entertained. The players themselves have been hot in the action on the sand and managing to do that all week long. So that element of the unknown for the USA. They'll be more relaxed having got a set. Crowd eager for more. Remember, there is more coming up tomorrow. Wherever you're watching in the world, set your time zones. Set your watches, because we'll have the bronze and gold medal matches, both women's and men's draws. Brilliant places to be settled. It's the last of the semi-finals to settle exactly how those fixtures will run tomorrow. Second set, Brazil to serve. Here's Alvaro from right to left. Alvaro down, bumped up nicely for him, looks to finish off for what a stop. Well, felt confident setting up that move there. But in the meantime, and cementing it very quickly, Phil Dalhausser was building a rather large wall at the end. No chance to knock it down. Santos as Dalhausser peels off. Bumps up Rogers, will look to attack down the line. Not the greatest of sets home. To push it across. Disappointment as Brazil can take the side out and bring Santos on to serve. Santos, who hails from Salvador, where he still lives. Alvaro, by the way, from João Pessoa. Alvaro down there, again looking to make the defensive contact. Contact was made, it was just too difficult to make the pass. Makes a lot of himself, which is good to see, such high standards. Disappointed with himself there. All driven at him really hard. Talking in defence, that's good. Santos. Dalhausser again. The right touch. It's not strong enough.
Et ce service de gaucher, donc c'est pas vraiment conventionnel et la courbe de son service est différente.
Let's give it in. Pedro Garcia, able to see the funny side of things. Just wanting a bit more honesty from the players, perhaps. Santos attacks, and attacks well. Well, not the most decorated of players at 27 years of age. His youth career with Pedro Salgado has won a bronze at a satellite event in Switzerland. That was all the way back in 2005, though. And playing with Paulo Silva. Dalhausser. And it was right. And looking to pick up was Alvaro, but it was just hit too hard. First side change of set 2. Just 1 point the difference. Santos again. Dalhausser denies him. Well, that's great maturity shown by Alvaro Filho. He'll have felt really good after that. Really, really good. such a big moment. Roll shot against Phil Dalhausser. So many people fail with it. That one's landed right on the line. Huge moment for Alvaro. That's a way to respond from a man who knows exactly how to do it. Dalhausser sorting out the point. Won their first match by forfeit this week. Fellow United States team Hayden and Scott. Sent them into the losers bracket. Going to recover from that as we go to 5-5. Ahead of Dalhausser. Targeting Big Phil on serve. Looks for his roll. Alvaro knowing he had just about a play at that, probably landing on the line. Diving away and not keeping it in.
6-5 USA. Quelle température parfaite pour jouer au niveau de terre.
There's another of those net balls that Dalhausser throws down every so often. Almost 46 together for these two. Won almost 50% of those they've played. 19 wins from those 46. Certainly not a bad percentage. Dalhausser to hit, and it's vertically into the sand. No stopping that one. That hard, he almost struggled to see it. Dalhausser up with a block. Again, just puts up that wall and denies the spike from the other side. Santos, the man beaten. My oh my, that's a big frame. Technique that needs to be perfected, of course. So easy to touch the net unless you know what you're doing. He's the master of the art at the minute, Dalhausser. And there's yet another example. It's exactly how this team dynamic works. So consistent. And then at some time in the set, you're guaranteed that he'll come up with 2 or 3 in a row. They'll be away. And it's so difficult to catch them from 3 points down. A team that very, very let slip any advantage. This time it's Rogers. Alvaro watch it out. Shows good maturity.
Santos
9-7. Tactical discussions. Santos to serve, comes straight away to have a block up against Dalhausser, who fires home and brings down the hammer cross court. Super spiky. Really is good to watch. Here's that jump serve of his, just going long. That's one part of his game he's not managed to get right today. Normally firing down the aces. You get 2 or 3 in a set from him. Rogers doing the defending, looking to finish off. It's quite intelligently into the block of Santos. Read him well, finished him well. The US move on their lead. crucial. It's the hanging hand that does the damage. Look at that for anticipation. Almost nonchalantly hitting it back over the other side. Thank you, I'll have that. 12-8. Rogers disappoints with the follow-up. 3 points to get there as they sit down. It's as they were in the first set. Rogers and Dalhausser. They enjoy themselves. Brazilians will be taking a lot from the experience, I'm sure. Meantime, out of your picture, the crowd carrying on with their Mexican wave antics. We are for your viewing pleasure. It's all going according to plan for the USA. Had that excellent run last year where they broke the record for events won, the Swatch FIVB World Tour. All those consecutive first places. Start off the season winning in Brasilia and Shanghai. Have not won since though, Dalhausser and Rogers. They've had 2 silvers, a bronze, 2 fifth places and a 9th at the World Championships. Dalhausser goes in 2 and restores the 4-point lead. Santos has it wide to hit and it hits brilliantly. That wasn't easy, had to measure it. Enjoying the support of the crowd as well. Look at that, the diving goes right. Pass all the way right to the net. He hung it up beautifully, did Alvaro. Santos finished it nicely too. Rogers down the line, on the line. 14-10. A nice way to side out, and suddenly the United States look as though they're in touching distance of a win. Moving the score along nicely. Brazil need a reaction here. Need to just get the scoreboard ticking in their favour for a few points. Dalhausser with a diving dig. Rogers keeps it in. Chance for Brazil to set it up, the Alvaro to go up and swing. It's nicely down and the crowd enjoying every minute of it. Well, they've really fallen and taken to this team. Entertained by them this afternoon. They love the arrogance and the excitement with which certainly Santos came on the court anyway. Well, there's a problem with Santos here. He just wants the score checking. Could be a clever way to slow down momentum without taking a time out. It's the case not often. And that's the way to respond by the Americans. We'll have the ball back, thank you very much. Score advances again. Just trying a couple of things to try and upset that American momentum. Gamesmanship, call it whatever you like. Dalhausser will go. Forceful in towards Santos. Who returns it with interest. That was it, very, very hard. And again, helps the adrenaline get going. Turns towards that section of Brazilian fans in the crowd. Draws every bit of energy it can from them. Rogers to hit. Alvaro's there with a lovely piece of defending. Chance to finish off, left hand in. Straight into the net. 16-12. That's disappointing. Defending really set up for him. Consistency in the moves, little errors that have crept into Brazilian play. Alvaro acknowledging that it was his fault. Certainly not lacking in entertainment as Santos again goes up. Dalhausser returns, and that could be the point that just about seals them on the way. 17-12, 4 away from victory, a 5-point lead, and the Olympic champions can see the finish line in sight now. Nice little roll. Rogers is up to try and finish it, looks for the cut shot. Alvaro's down diving brilliantly. His left arm as well read by Rogers. Dalhausser high set for Rogers. Santos though responds with a block of his own. And what a time to bring his A game. Just as when it looked as though that flag was about to be sunk. Still 4 behind. Any Brazilian movement on the scoreboard has to start somewhere though. It has to come soon. Rogers. Contact just about legal before he pushes it on the angle. 2 from 2. Gap down to 3 now. Well, there's Brazilian flags appearing from everywhere now. Where have they been hiding? The smell would have been somehow. Great to see. Did it last week in Moscow. There's Brazilian support wherever we go in the world. Rogers, Santos, by a question of a centimetre, so it is out. Relief for the Americans. Absolute relief. Another point for the Brazil there. And they'd have started to worry a bit. Solid serve again from Dalhausser and towards Alvaro, who hammers it down on the line. Well, they're signing out, and they're looking confident again. Again, it might come a little late in the day, but they're certainly showing promise. Alvaro to serve. 3 down. 18-15 the score. Pushes it wide in towards Rogers. Santos responds with a block. Great tactical piece of work from Brazil. They varied the serve all game long. Then they were able to get Rogers in a position where it was easy enough to block away. That's out though. Alvaro again looking to try and force a similar move. Tactically it was a good choice. Of course in practice it has to be executed to perfection. It's been a very interesting showing for Brazil. It looks as though they may well lose in straight sets here. Dropped very short by Rogers. Santos responds, and so does Dalhausser. That is a way and a half to bring up match point. He's found his blocking form again tonight. Big Phil at his best. 4 opportunities to finish off the match and secure their final spot. Once more, same tactics in towards Santos, trying to get him up against Dalhausser. First touch, second, hammered wide with a third. So a let off for Brazil. but they can afford no mistake on serve now. Santos needs to get it right. 3 match points to defend. Rogers looks to cut. Santos is there. Brilliantly played. So 2 out of 2. Better pull it off. They're halfway there. If somebody slipped him a get out of jail call during that last time out. We're about to find out. Dalhausser. Rogers. That's in. And it's a chance to go for gold number 20 tomorrow. You get a real sense that they appreciate the quality with which they've come up against. Certainly been interested to see a new Brazilian team on the block. They've been beaten straight sets by 21-15, 21-18 though. And the USA will finally get a male winner on Canadian soil. It's never happened before, but whatever happens tomorrow, with USA taking on USA, as there's a fight or two for the shirt, we will have an American winner. Well, Todd Rogers handing out a bit of advice. Not sure what the problem was there. In the end, it's Todd knowing that he has to sign out. Just showing him the official protocol. It's been a while since Santos played on tour. But Alvaro and his older partner really have put on a show today. 3rd match of the day for them. Rogers and Dalhausser through here. So thanks for joining us today. We've had excellent all day long. Spain, Brazil, Brazil, USA, 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 Brazil. We've had 4 humdingers of semi-finals. The lineup is set for tomorrow. Bronze and gold medals up for grabs. Brazil won the first, Spain down. Will be a Brazil women's final and a USA men's final. All that to come tomorrow in Quebec. The Stars will be on show again tomorrow. The F5VB heroes back in town. And Canada will be treated to 4 wonderful matches yet again. Furby loves Canada, he says. He'll be loving it even more tomorrow if they can get the better of their compatriots again. Rogers and Dalhausser will be the opponents. Remember to join us tomorrow, 4 more from the Quebec Open here in Canada. For now, I've been Rob Hatch. From me and all of the team here, goodbye.